Hello everyone, welcome to GametechUK and this video which is my review for the Aerosoft truck and bus wheel. As always, for full transparency, Aerosoft sent me this free of charge to use and review in this video. I will link the product in the description. It's not an affiliate link, that's just a normal product. And of course, even if I am sent anything here on the channel free of charge, my opinions never change, they are always my own. So, let's get on with today's video. Taking our usual look around the box, you can see on the front the included contents. On the rear of the box it goes into deeper detail about the included contents, such as the steering wheel unit with a 1080-degree steering wheel angle. The wheel itself is 40 centimeters in diameter. There's also a free pedal set of accelerator, clutch and brake pedal. There's also a separate gear shift unit that you can configure to have a H shift or a sequential. There's also 12 configurable buttons on there. Opening the box, you can see it's all very well packed in here. Packed within that top tray are 2 desk clamps, we've got the power unit and various cables. Packed under that top tray are the 3 main units, the steering wheel itself, the pedals and the gear stick unit. The gear shift unit actually looks really nice and there's a slider underneath to change between H shift and sequential, and there's those 12 buttons we spoke about. 6 of them have icons already printed on them and you've got the Aerosoft logo at the top. There's also a built-in desk clamp. Then we have the pedals. This is quite a basic setup, very plasticky. You've got that sort of anti-grip base, which is quite nice, but you have just got a very basic accelerator, brake and clutch motion. I like the fact that the accelerator is shaped like you would find on a truck or bus. And I suppose you have to remember this isn't a sim racing bundle, so you don't necessarily need that performance in the pedals. But yes, it does look quite basic. Then we have the wheel unit itself. It's very nice that it's a 40 centimeter diameter, so it's nice and large, just as you expect to find in a bus or truck. It's nice to see the stalks built into the main unit. I suppose that's the unique selling point here. Everything is included all in one unit. So you've got the indicators, the lights, the headlights, and the retarder all on the base in the exact position you'd expect to find them. The centre of the steering wheel is a horn button, which I think is a great addition and very immersive to have it right there. The front and the main base of the unit looks really nice. It's a nice shape. It's got the Aerosoft logo on there as well, but everything here is quite plasticky. In fact, the steering wheel seems to be moulded out of 2 parts that fit together to create the circular steering wheel. It's not something I've seen before, and I'm not sure the reason behind it. Maybe cost, but it really doesn't help the overall feel of quality. Here we are in heavy cargo, and it's really nice to sit in front of the wheel the way it's positioned with your gear section over on the right. Everything seems to work well. I've set up all the configurations for wipers, indicators, looking left and right. I really like that knob on the steering wheel. It really helps with the immersion of steering something like a big heavy cargo truck. The steering wheel just works on Windows Direct Input. There's no Aerosoft software, so you can't go in and change dead zones. You can see there's a huge dead zone on this steering wheel in heavy cargo. And I've gone through the menus, I've tried to change things, but it just seems that that dead zone is there, which does take away from the experience. There's not much to say about the force feedback. It's almost non-existent in heavy cargo. I have gone into the settings and turned it right up, but in terms of force feedback, there isn't really much to mention. There's no manual gears in heavy cargo, so I wasn't able to check the gear stick, but other things like the hazards and parking brake, everything seems to work on that gear shifter unit. But generally, it's a better experience playing heavy cargo with the Aerosoft truck and bus wheel. Once I'd configured the unit with Euro Truck Simulator 2, I was able to test the gear shifter and it worked really well. I configured the button on the side of the shifter to be the splitter, so gear 1 to 6, press the splitter, then you've got the rest of the gears. That all seemed to work really well, as did the buttons on the rest of the shifter unit like the parking, the hazards and the cruise control. I'd set the indicators, the wipers up, the D-pad I was using as a POV looking left and right. Everything was working really well. It was actually quite a really nice way to play Euro Truck. As with heavy cargo, the force feedback wasn't really much to write home about. In fact, it was less force feedback and more just general resistance. As I feared when I unwrapped the pedal set, there really isn't much going on here. The clutch and the accelerator are little more than on and off buttons. There is a small amount of resistance in the brake, but it has got a clutch pedal to match up with that gear stick. Now we've unboxed and actually used the wheel, let's go over to the website and see how much it costs. You can currently pre-order the package on Amazon for €336. Currently there is a 15% sale direct to Aerosoft, making it $287. So up until now, I've been relatively negative about it, but I'm just trying to be as honest as I possibly can about this package. But priced at $287, I think the fact that you get so much in this package and the fact that you've got the unique feature of it all being built in with the indicator sticks, it's not that bad. If you compare it to something like the new Hori trucking wheel, you can see in this picture, it is a more comprehensive product, but that's priced at $549. So in comparison, it's fairly priced. But there are some disappointing and questionable design choices here, and I'll go through those now. First off is that steering wheel, the design, the construction of having two halves and placing them together. It's just pure plastic. Your palms can feel that sort of join all the way round. I suppose if you were using this wheel on a long-term basis, you could get a steering wheel cover like you do in real life. That would actually probably even make it feel really nice, but a strange design. Disappointingly for console users, it is PC only. Why then is the color scheme and the button choice for Xbox? That really confuses the whole package, and there was no need for that. It feels out of place. I think given that it's a drive-in simulator wheel, I think Aerosoft have underestimated the fact that someone might want to purchase this, connect it up to a racing rig or a wheel stand, but unfortunately you can't connect it in that manner. There are no mounting bolts on the underside of the pedal set or the steering wheel. Yes, there are desk clamps for the steering wheel, but not all racing rigs can accept desk clamps, so you'd have to stick them down. The fixed angle at which the steering wheel sits can get in the way. It's quite a big unit. It's a big steering wheel, which is a bonus, but at the angle it sits, it can get in the way of the monitor. I would much rather have some adjustment system, or indeed just flatten that steering wheel off so it's a little bit flatter and therefore more immersive. I really like the gear stick unit, and it's ambidextrous. Obviously, if you don't want it on the right, you can put it on the left, albeit the buttons are a little bit flimsy, but I think if they're going to sell that separately, I think that might do quite well for them, so people can add it to a system they've already got. I'm not saying don't buy it. I'm saying if you are going to buy it, try and find it at the right price. There's a lot of positives here, the fact that it's an all-in-one system and it will make your drive-in more immersive, but overall I just feel that the product needed a little bit more research and development and fine-tuning, and it's almost like this is a test product, and maybe if they bring out another wheel, hopefully console compatible, they can learn from some of their mistakes, some of their first-time mistakes, and version 2 will be the one to go for. But like I say, if you can get this at the right price and you're into your trucking, you're going to like it. But as always, in all of my reviews, I just want to be as honest as I possibly can and give you as much information as you can so you can make up your own mind whether you're going to purchase something like this or not. But that is it, everyone. Thank you very much for watching my video. I will see you in the next one.